Good morning, Starshines. My name is DH, my pronouns are they, them, and I play cozy games. We're playing Dredge, and the plot is rocketing forward. Today, we deliver the key, obtain the ability Unnatural Haste, and cross the open seas to reach Ingfell.
Okay, so we're back in the spooky, cozy, creepy world of Dredge. On our last episode, we were attacked by a giant anglerfish masquerading as another ship. We delivered a very unsavory package. We caught some very strange fish. And we finally found a key that a mysterious man on an abandoned island wanted us to find for him. So today we are going to finally deliver that key and see where it takes us. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to sleep because our panic eye up at the top is going a little bit nuts. So good morning, Great Amaro. Let's head out to sea. Ooh, it's raining, extra cozy. And as always, we are going to have the squirrel counter for whenever I get distracted. You can do ! squirrel in the chat, and it will tell you exactly how much I can focus on this game and not get distracted by interesting species of fish. We just got visited by one of my many cats who has decided that this is the perfect time for cuddles. So I'm going to attempt to play this with my own personal challenge of having a cat on my chest during this entire playthrough. Let's see. Alright, Blackstone Island. We're going to the ruined mansion. You enter the collector's house. He's standing at the back of the room, still holding the silver and crimson book. He seems impatient. Well, you have something, don't you? Show me. You hand him the key. The cold metal shimmers a strange shine as he holds it. The shape of the key, the teeth, the head, now somehow it seemed changed, smaller. Has it always been this way? Is this all? Where's the lock? The collector grows agitated. It seems the pieces we're looking for have traveled further than I anticipated. Much further, I suspect. In that case, allow me to aid your travels. He turns a few pages in his book and mutters something low under his breath. A burst of light fills your vision, and you stagger back briefly. Now go, we have more relics to uncover. My intuition tells me that the current may have carried some debris to the southeast towards Gale Cliffs. Make that your priority. So we've unlocked Haste, which said that it's unnatural speed, but at a price. So I don't know what that means, how to use it, or what this unnatural price is. Maybe we can pay in fish. I'll mark a location on your map where you can begin your search. Anything else? I have so much to ask you, my friend. The words you read from that book, what did they do to me? The book holds power from the deep. I merely extended its powers towards you. Is there one in particular you wish to know more about? Alright, let's haste. The words of haste are instant and cruel. They will impart a terrible speed to your vessel. Be warned, however, it may put a great deal of stress on your engines. Are there any other powers you wish to know more about? We don't have any other powers at the moment. Anything else? How long have you lived here? Quite some time. I used to be a fisherman, as was my father before. But 2 decades ago, I took up residence here. I needed to focus on other endeavors. I found that the island has a certain strength to it. Those dark abyssal columns stretching downwards into the deep. Anything else? Do you know who owned these relics? Yes. It was kind of an open-ended question. Who? He looks at you. For a moment, a look of something like regret flashes in his eyes. An old friend. Anything else? Alright, where should I look for relics? My intuition tells me that the current may have carried some debris. Okay. Southeast on our map. Alright, I guess we'll be going. Haste adds speed to your engines, but increases panic and engine heat. Selected with music over. Okay. So let's take a peek at our map. So we're trying to get all the way over to the Gale Cliffs. We're probably going to need that haste to get there in time. Ooh, sparklies in the water. Could be what we're looking for. It just looks like a buoy. Sparkly buoy? You pull up to a wreck with a familiar-looking hull. It's almost identical to the ship given to you by the mayor, except this one has a huge breach in the side. You're tied up alongside the old wreck. Let's look in the cabin. We're in the cabin. Look in the cupboards and drawers. So this could be the fishermen from before us. The cupboards have all been completely and methodically emptied. All the drawers are missing. Try to find a loose floorboard. There aren't even any floorboards left. Check the overhead electrical equipment. The equipment is still there, though surely exposure to the elements is far internals. You angle the overhead radio down to get a closer look. A note slips off the top. You put it in your pocket to read later. So let's head back and see what's in the cargo. Check out the cargo. You poke through the cargo hold. A few items remain, not yet lost to the sea. Alright. Well, that's, promising and not at all ominous. So Gale Cliffs, I think, is going to be over here. And it's getting kind of late, so let's boost our speed. Woo! The flames shooting out of the top of our ship are definitely very comforting. There's sparklies in the water, that's probably what we're looking for, but let's investigate over here. Okay, so I can sleep here. That's good. So this is the city of Ingfell. So let's undock quickly and return when the night becomes dark and full of terrors. Which would be already. Note. An artifact manifest. It's over here. Okay, it's getting spooky. Let's zoom back over to Ingfell. Woo! Yeah, that panic eye is, it needs a break. So let's talk to the people here and then investigate the notes that we found. So we're going to talk to the Ingfell rest. I did get distracted, that's true. Ingfell resident. Oh, look at the pupper. Do you need help with anything? I've been trying to prepare a special meal for my partner, but I've been having some issues. Around here, we consider aged conger eels to be a particular delicacy. You may say they're rotting, but they're delicious if prepared correctly. Normally, we bury them in the ground and allow them to mature, but our dog keeps digging them up and eating them. I can't raise the subject without spoiling the surprise. Can you bring me an aged conger eel? Yes, I can bring you an aged conger eel. I'm all about the side quests. Thank you, you'll be decently compensated. Anything else? Where can I catch a conger eel? That might be a good place to start. Oh yes, they can be here to find. I'm told they inhabit the holes and burrows within the cliffs themselves. I imagine they've been fished out around the edges, so you may have to venture into the passageways of the cliffs to find them. Oh, and did I mention that they only come out at night? Of course they do. Yes, I believe they hide during the day. Good luck. Anything else? What can you tell me about the cliffs? Many years ago, the cliffs used to be a haven for smugglers and pirates. Legend tells of 2 pirate lords who used Gale Cliffs as their hideout. Supposedly, they got into some disagreement and a huge battle was fought around the south side of the cliffs. There certainly are a large number of wrecks in that area. Alright, good tip. So we're going to want to go to the south side. Both sides were completely destroyed, their treasure hoards left abandoned and unclaimed to this day. I dare say they'd be worth a lot if anyone knew where to find them. Anything else? Do you know of any odd characters around these parts? I did just get squirreled by the squirrel counter. Do you know of any odd characters around these parts? Have you heard the tale of Magran? He was an old whaler from these parts. As the whales got more scarce, the crew spent longer and longer at sea trying to find them. Magran, it seems, wasn't cut out for this. He formed an unnatural attachment to a scroll he found on one of these trips. I don't like the sound of this. He says the scroll told him how to become immortal by eating mutated fish. People started calling him Magran the Fishman. One day, the town awoke to find all the boats, nets, and lines had been slashed in the night, and old Magran was nowhere to be found, nor has he been seen since. So the fishmonger ate the mutated fish, and wants us to bring him more mutated fish, so that presumably he can also eat them. Where can I sell my fish here? We catch our fish ourselves here, so we don't have much need for buying any. But there's a merchant that travels around. She's usually anchored across the bay. She buys and sells almost anything, and she does repairs too. Okay, so that's good to know. Like, we don't have to go back to Greater Marrow every night. We can explore a little bit further and still have relative safety in between. Because I was wondering how we were going to get across this entire map if we always had to duck back to Greater Marrow before things got spooky.
That's it for the video. If you like the content, please like the video. Subscribe for more cozy gaming and crafting highlights. If you want to see more, join the community on twitch.tv/thecozydh or check out our Discord. Thanks for watching, and keep twinkling below, Starshine.